I'm Aria. Hope you're all having a good day. So today we are building a Tudor family home. I wanted to build something where the second floor was kind of concealed within the roof. So this is what I came up with. It's a 2-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms, a downstairs study office area and a garage. So the family I had in mind for this was 2 mums and their adopted son. So one mum is a detective and the other one is an artist. So I really wanted them to both have their space where they could like one of them do their job, and if the other one, the artist, for example, if painting and things is her job, then she has her own studio, and if not, then at least she has space where she can create her things and have some fun. So the roofing on this took me forever, so I don't include all of it, but this is what it looks like once I've finished, and I think it looks really nice. I did post a picture of this on Twitter probably almost 2 weeks ago now, and I got a little bit carried away with some shell challenges that I've been doing, and I realized when I came back to edit this that I hadn't actually decorated any of it. I hadn't done any of the interior, I'd literally just done outside. And yeah, I felt a little bit silly because I honestly thought that I'd finished it and what I'd actually only done was the kitchen. So that's why it's coming out a little bit later than I had planned, but that's that's fine. So next week will probably all be shell challenge videos because I've really been enjoying them. And yeah, I hope you like them too. So this garage here I create into like a artist space. There's a laundry in there as well as a couple of car related items, but at the back there's an easel and a couple of other things that my sim can use to create some amazing masterpieces. And in the office area I was a little bit unsure about the layout because the office is kind of where maybe a downstairs bedroom would be on the right hand side where I've just put the windows, and there's a bathroom behind it that kind of leads off of the dining room, which you can see I'm just adding the windows to here. I thought this would probably be something like an extension because it's probably quite an old style house and they've updated it. So they've got modern kitchen, modern bathrooms and an extension, but I've tried to keep quite I guess like traditional flooring. I think I'm not really sure whether it's true to style, but I think it looks quite old I guess in terms of wood. So yeah, I think the bathroom layout may be a little bit strange because not many people have a full bathroom off of a dining room, but obviously if you wish to download this and change it up a little bit, then maybe you could turn the office into a bedroom and then bathroom layout will make sense. So I'm just doing some terrain painting now. I did some like terrain elevation a little bit. I don't do too much, but I thought maybe the artist was also liked landscape design or something, which is why I've done these kind of weird shapes with the dirt patches. Which, as you can see, I have now landscaped. I didn't include it because it took me a very long time, which is probably why I thought I had furnished it, because I had 10 hours of footage, so I just assumed that I'd furnished it when in reality I hadn't. I just spent 5 odd hours putting down the same flowers. So we're into the kitchen now. I really like what I did with this kind of little stove area. I guess I couldn't get it to quite fit properly, so I had to really squidge it into the wall, and then I sized down the top cabinets to make it all fit. So I think they look really nice. It's I did realize after I had finished it, when I was editing, that I didn't put the tiles behind the stove. I don't know what happened there. I think I'd originally planned to put everything kind of over near where the sink is, and then when I was trying to figure the layout out, I realized that there wasn't as much space as I had originally intended. So when I went to put the stove here, I guess I just forgot to repaint the wall. I don't know. But I still think it looks really nice. And obviously, if you choose to use this kitchen, then you might want to just put some tiles behind it or something, because it just looks a little bit odd now I'm looking at it. But I like doing this with the are they chopping boards? I think they look really good when they're stacked up like that. So it's easy enough just to delete the wall out so that you can pull one of them forward and stick it in the front. So this is a little tea corner that I have made. I really like this. It's just, you know, it's obviously not really functional in terms of kettle wise. I really wish we had, you know, proper kettles, but you know, the tea machine is okay. It works for, you know, tea drinking. And I just put some mugs and this little tea decoration behind it. I think it looks really nice. When I play tested it, it all, you know, functions okay, even though everything's quite close together. And this unit is free, so they can still cook in there, so that's fine. And I didn't really know what to do in terms of rugs, so the rugs might look a little bit random in places. I also didn't include the bathrooms, mainly because I don't know, they're just boring. If you know me, then you know that I don't particularly enjoy them. I do include screenshots at the end, so you can see it then if you would like to. I tried a different thing with the intro for this video. I'm not really sure which one is better, whether I should stick with my old one or whether to keep these little I don't know what they're called. Are they like cinematic entries? I don't know, but I think they look really cool, and I've seen a couple other people do things similar, and I wanted to give it a try more to see if I could actually, you know, create something that looked nice. So let me know what you think about it. Does it look okay? Do you prefer the original intro? I don't know. So this little kind of, I don't really know what it is. Is it like a sideboard? I don't know. It's got so many snapping points that I had to put all of those eggs everywhere to try and stop things from snapping to it, so I could put them where I wanted. So I think it looks really nice when I'm finished. I also try and put these like feathers around the place, and once I kind of, you'll see me at the end of the video, I don't know, when I was doing the artist space in the garage, I kind of thought maybe it would be better if she had all of her pictures and things and paintings that she'd created around the house. When I was trying to find space for those, the feathers had to go. they didn't really fit the style that I was going for, so they get replaced with some nice little funky paintings. So now I am creating the entryway. In my opinion, I don't clutter this up as much as I normally would, but I think it's still pretty cluttered actually now I'm looking at it. There's still quite a lot of stuff on there, but I think it looks really nice. I had a couple of things on the walls, and I'm not sure if I had them yet. I think I had them later. And some paintings kind of going up the stairs where I imagined that if I had family pictures around, then that would be where I'd put those. So I really like this lounge area, living room, whichever you call it. I put some bookcases next to the fireplace, and then a couple of nice sofas around. I do change the pictures. the colours of the sofas up a little bit later. So you can see the wooden floors that I was talking about. I thought they looked quite I don't know, old, traditional maybe. But I think that it looks really nice in this build. So these are the sofas that I go with. I eventually changed them up to the orange ones a bit later, and add a couple of decorative pieces to this corner. I really like this shelf, and then the chicken on the top. So these are the bookcases that I add in here eventually when I get to them. But yeah, I think they look really nice in here. I thought the wash basket on the table was pretty fitting because, you know, quite a lot of people, they fold their laundry and things whilst they're watching TV, and I thought that looks really cool. So yeah, I add this from Get Famous. I think it looks really cool. Some magazines, and here are the bookcases that I spoke about like 2 minutes ago. Yeah, I had to kind of move them in a little bit because they snap to the wall and then they leave like a big gap and it looks a bit strange. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this room. I think it looks really cozy. I just add a little rug underneath, and yeah, I think it looks really nice in here. This rug here I really struggled with. It changed colour depending on whether you were inside or outside, and it really annoyed me. I don't know why it did that. So there's the rug. I think it looks really nice. I don't know, yeah, see, I changed the colour of the sofa. I think it looks a lot better with the orange. It looked really strange with the blue. So this is the detective's office. I did kind of struggle with space in here because there were so many things that I wanted to add that I didn't want it to be too cramped, so I do playtest it a couple times throughout me kind of building this room because I really needed to make sure that everything was functional. But it does work. They can, you know, get to the chair, they can use the computer and the armchair, and it all works perfectly fine. It's just very busy in here. I've also noticed that for some reason I don't tend to add lights before I start furnishing, and I think that would probably be very handy because I'm struggling to see and it looks pretty dark. So I move this kind of wanted poster cabinet, if that's what it's called, to the opposite wall, and add a lot of certificates and things, and I add the is it like a teacher's plaque, I think, because I thought, you know, maybe they're an academy instructor or something, and you know, she teaches and as well as doing her regular detective work. I don't know, I created this family before I built the house, and I really love them. I think they're so interesting, and their son is obsessed with space and all things, you know, star related, which you will see reflected in his bedroom a little bit later. So I've been watching a lot of custom furniture kind of tips, tricks and tutorial videos lately, and I really want to try some of those things out. I haven't done them yet, mainly because I'm a little bit nervous that they're not gonna work, so I need to kind of spend a little bit of time playtesting and making sure that the things that I kind of layer on top of each other still make the base object function, if that makes sense. But some of the end results that I've seen look really cool. They look really amazing, so I really want to give that a try, especially if I do a base game house, which I am planning on doing soon. I've done a couple already, but not on the channel. I've just got them uploaded to the gallery. But I kind of struggle, I think, with base game houses. I don't know, the furniture for me just isn't that interesting, and you don't really have many options for, like, some things you have hundreds of options, and then other things you might only have like 2. So I really want to try kind of custom making my own, just to see if I can, more than anything, and if it works. Hopefully it will, and hopefully it will look nice. So after I've done all of my shell challenges, because I'm halfway through one and I've got another two that I want to do, and most of them, the deadlines are pretty soon, so I need to get building, I think. So I'm just adding some lighting and things. I quite like this light. I think it's actually a base game light. One of the things I was saying earlier about, you know, base game having lots of options, I think lighting is one of them. Seems to be a lot of lighting for some reason. But anyway, now we're into the master bedroom. I really like this wall paper, and I tried to do something a little bit different with the kind of headboard by using this divider from Dine Out. I think it looks really nice without kind of distracting too much from the wallpaper, but it still kind of gives it something extra to look at, I suppose. So I add a couple of bits and pieces to this dresser, not too many. And this is the room that I think I was doing when I decided that the artist should have some of her paintings around the rest of the house. I think I only add 2 paintings to this room, and then I kind of go on to add a lot more throughout the rest of the build. I originally had carpet in this room, but then I changed it to this light wood, which I think looks a lot better with the wallpaper. It definitely looks a lot more modern than the actual house itself in here, which is the idea that I was going for. I wanted it to look like they had modernized it just a little bit, just to make it kind of more livable for them. I really like these blanket baskets. I think I use them like probably too much. I use them pretty much every single build in more than one room. But I think they look really nice. So here I'm adding the paintings and things. I wasn't really sure initially what to put on the wall, so I tried like movie posters and things, and then I eventually decided to go with some canvases that look hand painted, I suppose, and then I change out the birds and put these like breakfast things, breakfast paintings, and then I really like these. I size them down a little bit, and I just think it looks really nice, like she's painted them herself and decorated her house with her own paintings. So now we are into the son's bedroom. I changed the wallpaper out a lot, and then add pretty much everything space related that the game has, because I wanted it to be a room that not only a child could stay in, so a teen could be in here too, without having to change too much, if anything at all, really. So I add a couple of toys behind not behind the bed, but down the side of the bed, and I think it looks okay for if a teen were to be in this room too, because, you know, I mean, when I was that age, I kind of still had some of my toys in my room. I think it's, you know, quite normal. I don't know many people that kind of hit their teen years and then just suddenly, you know, discard all of their childhood belongings. I don't know, I think it looks more it looks more natural when you've got some bits and pieces from your childhood in your room. So I add a little dinosaur to the corner and another kind of stuffed one to the bed. It's the kind of big one. I don't really know what they're called, but I just size it down and put it there. And I think it looks really pretty. I definitely would want to live in this room. There's lots of science projects everywhere. Most of them are, I think, kind of teen projects, not child projects, but like I said, I wanted it to be, I guess it's more of like a preteen room. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed doing this one. So I add a couple of space related posters around, just to kind of finish it off a little bit, and I think it looks really nice in here now. I definitely would want to live in this room. And finally we are on to the garage area. So I try and find a smaller car and end up going with a red version of this is it like a minivan, I think. And then I have the laundry area off to the left and the artist space in this corner. What I really wanted was maybe like some paint splatter or something I can put on the wall. But I used the rug from City Living and I think that looks really nice. I had a couple of these things from, I think it's Get Famous, and then I just do the laundry area too. So that is pretty much it from me. I really hope you have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing. It would really make my day, and you can always change your mind later. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone!